Okay, welcome back, folks. Roth here. We're gonna be hopping on to Scribble. I'm seeking an update. Hopefully, I can update the app without dropping the connection. So let's see if this works or not. Also hopped on a little late, trying to get things prepared, and hopefully it would reconnect automatically. Because I'm pretty sure it's still gonna go down. All right, looks like it went down and then it came back up. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Let me see if I can get the browser in view, because I do want to show the Nintendo. Oh my gosh, what is it? Nintendo year in review or something like that. Switch. Let's see. I just remembered. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be at Nintendo.com, right? Alright, let's see if you can get this in view here. Is it this one? Okay, yeah, it is this one. Alright, so... Alright, I can move that around. Let's see if I can full screen this, maximize it. There you go, I hope that works. This is how it looks like when it's like maximized. Doesn't seem to fit. I guess this works too. Let's see if you can bring it up a little more. Oh, there you go. Alright, so the URL for this, I'll link it in the chat. So you can find the right window here. Wait a sec, what happened? Whoop. Man, I gotta log into Trovo? Hold on. Still getting things set up. For some reason, Trovo didn't go live for some reason. Oh, there you go. Huh. Alright, so here is the link in order to check your Nintendo Switch year in review. Or you can just head over to Nintendo.com and then look for the news article. So they put this out like a couple of days ago, like 2 days ago or so. And yeah, there is the direct link. I just put it in the chat. And here it is up here. Might be small, so you might want to zoom in to see that. But yeah, here is the page. And this is just one way to check out your Nintendo Switch year in review for this year, which is 2022. So last night we looked over to Twitch's dashboard and we checked out our overview and we saw how many hours we streamed on the platform throughout the year. I think from December 14th of last year to December 13th of 2022, which was yesterday. And yeah, 1,500 hours. That's yeah, pretty hefty. But tonight, yeah, I was gonna check the Nintendo Switch year in review as well, but I felt like, you know, I wanted to hop on Monster Hunter, so I think now would be a good time to do it. So there's a link here that would lead you to a different site, Nintendo Switch 2022.nintendo.com. I think it's got some dashes in there. So Nintendo-Switch-2022.Nintendo.com. And then it will bring you to this site, this little page here. So it's kind of similar to last year's. I can't try to recall if there was one last year. I think there was one for the Wii U and the 3DS, which I do have an archive of, but I'm not sure if I remember showcasing it through the website like in this format. But I want to get this in view because they're going to update this site like, every year or so. So we might not be able to see this site, or it might not exist in the future. So this is for, encasing it in time, just in case we want to come back to this day to see this year in review. So I will probably highlight this section of the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo's year in review. So this will only calculate the times and apps and games that's played on the Nintendo Switch system. So it won't count the Wii U or 3DS or past systems anymore, sadly. So let's get started. Click on the button. Then it will calculate. Oh, you also want to make sure you log in with your Nintendo account. You can also reduce the motion so that there's no animation. Keep it still like that. But it's nice to see some of the animations. So it would show your Me icon. And here's what I played most this year: Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, and Nintendo Switch Sports, which apparently Twitch also calculated that I've been streaming these 3 games, or for top 3, I think. Or at least spending the most hours in broadcasting it. So for this category, I can share this, and then it would add the Me if I choose to. If you uncheck, it would just not show. It'll have a default image, and then it won't have the Me name on it. And it'll just say Most Played 2022 with red. But yeah, you can download the image. I think it saves as either a JPEG or PNG. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it saves as a PNG. Alright, so if you scroll down further, played at launch, it'll show you which games or apps that you launched at when the game released. Nintendo Switch Sports, got that at launch. Fall Guys, when it went free to play. And when it launched on the Nintendo Switch, got that at launch. And also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, got that at launch. Digital. I wish I could get the physical version of it. And I mean, I guess that's the trend these days, is that a game would release digitally first, and then at a later date it will be a physical release. And that goes for like both indie titles and also AAAs. Because I remember like one of the Fire Emblem games was released physically at a later date. I guess it just so that it makes it so that it doesn't get sold out as quickly if they were to launch them both at the same time. 3 years of play, 3+ years of play. Still playing Generations Ultimate, Monster Hunter, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which has some new DLC. I don't want to say last week. Yeah, last week it's got some new Wave 3 of courses, remade courses, and a brand new one, I think. Yep. So here's how it looks like with me and without me. There you go. And then now it shows you which titles you want to select as your favorites. And I thought Pokemon Snap, wait, new Pokemon Snap was last year, wasn't it? I must have played it earlier this year. Yeah, in January, I see. Most played in January. Superstars, I think, was also last year. It came out in December, I want to say. Either November or December. But then I got the game in December of last year. And yeah, I played it quite a bit. Played with friends online. And haven't really got back to it. I must have stopped somewhere towards like quarter 2 or something. But Seems like January was my most played for this game. Oh, there's a Twitch app. We're on Twitch right now. This Generations Ultimate. It tracks the hours for these games and apps, but I'm not sure if this is accurate because I know I have put Twitch app on for hundreds of hours, like total. But I think it tracks like this year's play hours only, so it doesn't track total play hours. And that is something that I feel like they could add to like to the details, you know, for each of these apps and games. But yeah, I wish I had spent more time in the retro apps like Nintendo Entertainment System and the Super Nintendo Entertainment Systems, Switch Online apps, more than I have, because there's a lot of like classics on there that I would love to revisit someday. But I don't know, this year was just wasn't the year for me to do those games. Legends Arceus, I did start playing this, I want to say January. I thought I got this at launch, didn't I? I think I got it shortly at launch because it was a friend that lent it to me. And seems like I've spent 49 hours in it this year, which seems about right. I think I've spent about that much. I do have all the streams archived for it. There's a playlist, I believe. If not, I'll probably have to make one. I believe there is. I believe there's a YouTube playlist at least. I think there might be a Twitch one. Not sure if I have the Twitch one set up, but it should be. Pokemon Unite booted up. Did I boot this up for 45 hours? Man, I don't remember anymore. I think starting this year, I might have. I think December last year was the last time I played. Really played a Pokemon Unite match. Most of the time of all this year, it's mostly been just booting up to collect coins, and that's pretty much it. I don't really hop into any matches anymore. Although they've been putting out updates and events for the in-game matches and stuff. There's new modes and stuff that I haven't really checked it out yet, and I probably don't plan to because of how the matchmaking is in that game. And yeah, I don't think they fixed that part yet. So until they fix that, then there's probably no reason to hop back onto that, or I'll probably rage forever in that game. But it's nice to see it still active and still being updated. Really nice aesthetics, and the events that they put for that game is quite fun. It's nice to look at. Nintendo Switch Sports, this was the online playtest. I played a little bit of this before the official game came out, or full game came out. 123 hours. I'm not sure if I spent that much time in this game. It could be accurate, but I would have to open up or turn on the Nintendo Switch system to check for myself to see how many hours I spent in that. But I feel like it's probably somewhere around there, I want to say. But we've been streaming it, we've been documenting each session, and they've been put to a playlist, so you can probably find that easily over on the YouTube or Twitch. But yeah, there's Fall Guys. Wait, so this did come out in May, did it? And then the online playtest was in April, I see. Unless it was a little bit earlier. Alright. Shredder's Revenge. Had a lot of fun with this, especially in multiplayer. No plans to visit it again unless I feel like I should. But still a very fun title. Very short though. But that's the case for a lot of beat 'em up games. There's Monster Hunter Rise again. 265 hours this year. But I think I'm well over like 400 hours in this game. Like around 400, like maybe closer to 500. Yeah, I think I might have crossed the 500 mark now. Upon booting it, you know, tracking it with the Nintendo Switch. According to the Nintendo Switch OS, when I looked at my profile, it's a little bit above 500, whereas Generations Ultimate is a little bit under 500. So they're about the same, both this one and Generations Ultimate. Little Golf Journey, I really enjoyed this title. Very chill and relaxing. I used to play it on Sundays, but it only took like, what, 3 or 4 sittings to complete it. And yeah, it's been a good chunk of time. And it has a nice story attached to it. It's hard to believe when there's a golf game, but then there's stories attached to it. But do check it out. It's pretty neat. I do have an archive of this, and yeah, enjoyed it pretty much. Let's see, plus Splatoon 3 Splatfest World Premiere. Spent a good 3 hours on this at launch. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then now we're back to Mario Party Superstars. So you can sort this by month, you can sort it by time. I'm not sure what the time means. So this is probably the amount of time that we spent on an app or game this year. So yeah, it only tracks this year, I think. But I kind of wish that they could add more details, like showing the total hours played, spent on a single app, so that you can, attest like how much time you spent this year as opposed to, total and so on like that. And they could add a fourth option where it would show how many times you boot up the app or game. I think that would be nice. But then I guess it shows the days played, so I think that is one indication. Unless they show like total amount of times you booted up, I think that would be a bit of a difference to show. But yeah, so I kind of wish that they could add like these cards here, like this, to the final image, and showing your top 3, top 4, top 5 titles and stuff for your card, your year in review card. And yeah, just making sure that the details are in there, like these things here, and all these accolades, most played, 3+ year play and stuff like that, most intense burst, and stuff like that, played at launch. Like that stuff is, I don't know, I feel like the more details, the better they can put, the better the card would be. But yeah, the better the overview would be, or however they call it. My gaming trends, here are the different genres. Mostly action, that is Monster Hunter, I assume. 51% for action, 17% multiplayer. Party, sports, role-playing, racing, and there's my me icon. You can also share this, but I already have it saved. If you disable it, it just shows the default image. So, yeah, there you go. And then, thank you for playing. Hope we see you again in 2023. You get some images of each of the games that you play. So you see some Switch Sports, some Monster Hunter stuff, then some Valstrax, some Monster Hunter Rise, Splatoon, Ninja Turtles. What else we got? And then I guess it just loops, right? And then it shows that some games that they would want to recommend to me. So God Eater 3, Dragon's Dogma, Shin Megami Tensei 3, and so on. Dragon Quest. Interesting choices. I think the most interesting one for me, personally, would be Stories 2, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, which I played the demo of. Spent a good chunk on that when it first dropped. 7 hours straight. I even streamed it too. The demo alone is just... I was pretty hooked on it. But yeah, that's the most interesting one. It's funny that they put that at the end of the recommendations rather than at the beginning of the list. And God Eater 3 out of all the games being in first, I don't know. It's a Monster Hunter-like, but not quite. It's a little bit more anime-ish. But yeah, I feel like this one should be at the forefront. But yeah, you can see more on that if you want. Horizon. So these are upcoming games. I think Tears of the Kingdom, The Legend of Zelda, is my most, the title that I'm most looking forward to. And it even won an award at the Game Awards last week. Just for being the most anticipated, I think. Fire Emblem Engage. Not the Nokia Engage, but Fire Emblem Engage. But yeah. Does a new Kirby game come in? Return to... Oh, this is gotta be the remake, right? I think it's either the Wii. I think that was the Wii version, right? Octopath 2. Alright, so there's my point balance. You don't need to see that. Alright, so yeah, that is it. That is it for the Nintendo Nintendo Switch year in review. Yeah, hopefully next time they'll come up with more details for the when you save the card here, because this is all you see. You only see the thumbnails, the game icons, and that's it. Like most played, and that's it. And then you got to export each of these images like 3-4 times, you know. So why can't they just have them all in one single image, like how they did with the Wii U and 3DS Memories one? Because that one was terrific. It was pretty well done. Alright, so enough of that. Let's go back to Scribble. Seems like it's finally updated. There also happens to be a winter art contest. Gotta thumb that up. So I think the last time we had this was it last year or the year before? I think it was either 2020 or 2022. Wait, 2021. I mean, yeah, it might have been 2021 when they had the winter art contest. So it's been a year, and you have to have a Discord account and also join their server to participate and submit, I think. Because the submissions would be built into the game, and then you would have to somehow join the server, the Discord server, to submit an image so that it can verify your account and that you're an actual community member of Scribble. But yeah, they do have an official Discord server, so you are looking to participate, do check it out. There are some prizes as well. I think you get like a role in the Discord server, and then you get keys for the Steam version of the game. I mean, for the premium edition for Scribble on Steam. So yeah. And then patch notes, there's a big update. Not really a big update, but a very important one that fixes the freeze that I've been having with this game. So every hour it freezes, as we saw last time we put this up. For about the last month, I think, we've been getting those freezes. So yeah. So now patch 1.7.2.0 is the current one. Boot this up. Hopefully it shows on screen. Okay. Make sure the sounds are good. So this is the home page, or the main menu for Scribble. Version 1.7.2.0. And so basically this is like an online Pictionary game where you get a bunch of people in the lobby and you get all these different prompts, and we each take turns drawing that prompt, and we would try to guess what that prompt is by typing out the word, or try guessing, and whoever has the most points by the end would win. And yep, that's pretty much the game. But they also have a creative mode where you can draw using the tools provided in the game itself, and it's pretty neat. It's very limited though. Here, let's take a look at the winter art contest so far. We got 7 days to go, and yeah, these are some terrific entries already. I like this one here, the duck Christmas tree. We got Don't Starve Together winter, I mean. And then there's I forgot what show this is, but it was a little bit after my time. I didn't get to watch this show, but I think it's a Cartoon Network show, if I recall. Oh, Christmas tree. There you go. These are the top 10 so far. Good luck to all participants and devs. Oh, I like how there's a happy face there. It kind of looks like the Jack in the Box mascot, which is a food chain over here. Yep. So you would click the once you finish a drawing, you can come back here to this tab. So this tab would be temporary, and once it's done, once the contest ends, it would be removed the next day or so. You just click the participate in contest, and then you can select your image from your gallery. So each time you oh, this is discovery, right? Oh, interesting. I think this is a brand new thing. They started adding this in this new update, I guess. So you start to see like others' drawings, artworks, and stuff. We got some pretty lewd ones too, so be careful. Bob Ross is the goat. Look at that. We got some mountains going. Cute narwhal. Pumpkin pie. Some Fall Guys. We might play some Fall Guys this week. They've got a festive winter update for that. So you go to history. These are the past drawings I've done in both the game mode and also in the creative mode. But yeah. So I did a Skeletor one recently. I still have yet to convert this into a time-lapse video, but I'll definitely have this up someday. I still need to upload the Hellraiser one too. I've got the music and stuff ready for it, and I just gotta get down to editing it together, so we'll see. This one I've got uploaded. It's been put into a time-lapse. This is a drawing of Art the Clown from Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2 just came out earlier this Halloween, so I was pretty inspired to draw them. And then some sketches that I did in Scribble game mode. But yeah, so once you reach the artworks tab, you hit creative mode, and then you get brought to this canvas view. You can open up past artworks to further work on them or create a new one. So tonight we're going to be creating a new one. Alright. So here's the layout. Here's the canvas. And it doesn't look like much has changed. I think I read briefly that they may have removed the line tool, and then they must have put it back in or something like that. So the left panel here is pretty basic. You get your brush, eraser, paint bucket, fill, and then 3 different shapes, including the line tool. And I think you can hold shift or something like that. I forgot what it was to change the shape of this. Like if you want a filled version, you gotta hold a button. I forgot what button it was that you gotta hold, but you know, you get your simple, circle, or you can let go of the shift key. You can get the perfect circle if you hold the shift key, just like Photoshop and stuff. So it's pretty basic. Over on the right, you get your color wheel, eyedropper tool to pick a color, and then you get preset of colors, solid colors. Was there a way? No. Oh, okay, so they just made it all viewable. Okay. There was the old, I'm thinking of the old layout where they had all this at the bottom, and the chat window would be on the side here. But yeah, they took out the chat window and then brought it back. So this is how it looks like here. So they haven't brought back the emoticons. They used to be like a wave icon and stuff, and a wow, like a shortcut to typing out wow or something like that. Hello, Scribble it. We are back. So yeah, you can type in there if you want. You can actually invite more people to view the canvas as you're drawing, and you can draw together too. And this would be what the chat window is for. It's for multiplayer chat. So you get 3 different brush sizes, but you can just scroll the mouse wheel to readjust the mouse. I should also enable the mouse indicator because we're gonna be using a mouse to draw this. Since I don't have a proper drawing tablet to do all this. See if I can. I don't know if it showed up or anything. I think it showed the controller. Okay, there it is. I think it's, yeah, it's currently at the bottom here. I should also get the past drawings in view. And maybe I can move that. There's the past drawings, but I feel like I could move that to the bottom. Or I could probably keep it there for now. But now it just covers the undo and redo buttons. Control Z and then Control Y. C button is to clear the image, and then Control S to save, which is why it has the floppy disk icon. And then you have Submit to Art Contest if you're ready. And also Share button is to share to Steam. So there's the dialogue. Oh, interesting. So now it has the Scribble Community Hub as a selection. That's pretty neat. So now we can choose between that and the Steam community. So this would upload to the Steam Workshop or Community Hub, I guess. And not necessarily the workshop, but yeah. You can name it and then choose to make it public or private, so on. So yeah, that's basically it. Alright, so let me see. I'm gonna name this one The Grinch. And yeah, I guess we'll just draw the Grinch. I wanted to make this one like festive and, you know, in theme with the holiday, because it's been a while since I've done anything festive. One of the drawings that appeared in the slideshow, you'll see that there was a Santa Claus one. There was a Santa Claus and a Krampus that I drew that one winter. It was December of, I want to say 2021 or something like that. I think it was 2021. And that one was submitted to the previous Winter Art Contest for Scribble. And yeah, these are all drawings that we did within Scribble this past year, and extending it from December. So it was just that one drawing of Santa and a boat ladder. Just in time. We're about to start our new drawing tonight. So let me see. There's also a... I was just watching a trailer for the Mean One, which is the horror film, horror parody of the Grinch. And it's funny that they design that Grinch and modeled him after the Jim Carrey Grinch, because they both look almost exactly the same, except one is just more darker looking, more meaner. But yeah, there's a horror film. I think it's out now though. It's supposedly out on the 9th of this month, which is fantastic. Oh, let me check a website real quick. Huh, for some reason I'm not live over on Kick. I feel like it should be. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Kick. It's supposed to go live. I guess I'll figure it out later. Alright, let's see here. So I guess I'll start off with some dark blue backgrounds. Kinda wanna get the sky. This will probably end up looking like the that Santa Claus drawing that I did. There we go. Let's get some more darks in there. So you can also oh, this is a very light one. Okay, we can start off with the background. Just go a little bit stronger. Start off with a nice night sky. I'm definitely gonna add some snow as well. I think that's... I could either have that for the last part. I think that's what I did last time, is I add the stars as like the final touches. Just adding extra stars to the image. I just want to get like a nice like dark sky, making it look night. Meanwhile, I can probably try to think of a good pose for Mr. Grinch. I kind of want to get him to... I kind of want to get that iconic grin that he does. Not grin, but like he does that evil smile. Yeah, that iconic evil smile during the playing of the theme song. Yeah, I kind of want to get that image. I know it's been done many times. Like everyone who draws the Grinch, they would draw that face that he does. But I think I kind of want to make it look more like the live action. So the Jim Carrey, and then crossing it with the original cartoon, the original animation. Oh, apparently there's like cities. Could probably add cities in the back, because he does go down. Oh, you know, I can probably have that mountain in the background. He stays up on top of that mountain, or at least inside that mountain somewhere. That's where he lives. So maybe I can do that. You know, what would be neat if, and probably some people probably have thought of this, but like if they could combine the Grinch with Nightmare Before Christmas, because the Nightmare Before Christmas has that, you know, that odd looking hill, very curvy looking hill, you know the one, and that could be like somewhat similar to the Grinch, where he's living on that mountain. Let's see. Yeah, let's have... Yeah, it's a pretty weird looking mountain. It's very like steep. Yeah, we'll have it up here. This part would be really dark. I feel like I should look up some images to see how it's like really shaped. But I remember it being like really steep, like, I don't know. Yeah, something like this. It's almost as steep looking as like the Paramount Mountain. Get some dark clouds up there. Alright, so that's the first save. Could probably make some parts of this image like a little lighter, but maybe not too light. Whoop. Let's go a little bit darker. Don't want to get some like creases and cracks of the mountain. Yeah, this whole part here is going to be a bit more sketchy. Hey there, Clam Frog. Yeah, I'm not sure how this mountain looks like. I'm just going by memory right now. Man, I feel like I should have like watched the movie and before I'm doing this drawing. But who knows, maybe this will turn out to be like a two-part session. Whatever we can't finish tonight, we'll probably finish on later on in the week or something, or next week. And I definitely want to maybe either submit this one or whatever I want to come up with, but possibly this one to the art contest. All right, we got some light. I want to think that like the light is coming from this side or the left side somewhere. Especially because the city down here. Alright. Just add some random dots here. So yeah, this the story of the Grinch. It's pretty heartwarming. A little bit of the lights here. Yeah, sorry for the late night start. Usually is the case. I try to hop on a little sooner, but trying to get things prepared is does take a bit of time. Alright, I'm not sure what else I want to add. Let's go a little grayer. Maybe I can add some clouds or something. Oh, that's a little too light. Actually, these colors actually remind me of Nope. The Jordan Peele film, which I saw recently. Currently up on Peacock, I want to say. Peacock service. It does involve a cloud for sure. A cloud that stays in place. It doesn't move. So it's a very unnatural cloud. I don't know if I want to make these clouds this color, or else I feel like I would have to make the rest of the image this color. Alright, maybe I can fade it out a little bit so it doesn't have to, it just blends in. Oh, that's a totally different color. Whoop. Huh. I wonder why it's giving me the gray color. And not the, this color here. Oh, yeah, that is strange. Huh. Is it not selecting that color? Let's try it again. Yeah, that is pretty weird. Alright, well. Okay, this is a little better. It doesn't really cover it as much. Yeah. Probably try to move from here and then go in. There you go. Sometimes you gotta find the right color to blend it in. Ah, there you go. Something like that. Alright. There's not too much of an issue because we're going to be covering that with the Grinch's face. So, what I want to do is I kind of want to have his face. I'll definitely try to get his entire head in, but similar to that old Santa and Krampus drawing, let me see if you can sketch it out. So his face is going to be like, you know, grinning, something like that. He's got a pretty skinny, slim body. So it's gonna be somewhat of like a portrait, but this is gonna be the grinning one. You know, his nose, big mouth, you know. And then I kind of want to get his hand in there. So his hand would be like, you know, he's thinking. He's got these fingers where it's like really furry, and then it comes out looking like that. Looks a little more long than it actually is. So it's gonna be like something like this, I want to say. Yeah, scheming. He's in his scheming look. Yeah. The Grinch. The live action one, he's a little bit more hairy. He's like, his entire body is hairy. And I kind of want to get that in this image, so it's going to look somewhat like this. So framing wise, this is the size that it's going to be, I think. Because I think it would stand out if I make it this size. I could probably get his upper torso, kind of like how I did the Santa Claus and Krampus one. So if I can get that in, that would be terrific too. But this would be like really close up to his face, and you would see the details and stuff if I were to go this route. And this way is fine too. But then I kind of want to get, like, you know, at least his elbows, maybe up to his elbows or so. Because that way I can give him a little more character with his other arm. And his other arm would probably be right underneath this arm here. So let's see if we can resize this. And here's the thing, like, we don't have, like, we only have a single layer to draw this on. The whole entire canvas is just a single layer. And yeah, you can't work with layers in this. It's pretty much like Microsoft Paint. Just a reminder for folks. But in case like new folks are tuning in and stumbling upon this video, this would be the you know, this is how the processing goes for this Scribblet, these Scribblet sessions. Let's see if you can redraw this again. Oh, first, let me save. I don't want to miss out on that cloud. So let me try this again. This time very lightly. Let's go for a darker green color. So let's do a basic, like, his head. Head would be there. Oh yeah, he does have a belly, right? He's got like a big belly. Yeah, somewhat like around this size, I want to say. Around this size. Like the framing and stuff. And then his fingers would come out like really furry. Trying to see how I can pose this. And then the elbows. He's got some fur on his, like, his elbows. Just get this arm. I don't know if he has any other special parts, but if I were to follow along with the live action, he would look a little more hairy, like really hairy. So maybe I can do that. I don't know. Yeah, that belly. Can't forget that belly. There were, I think, later part of the movie, once he gets his scheming done and goes upon, you know, doing his plan, he gets to dress up as Santa Claus, or, you know, imitation Santa Claus. And then one of the, oh, what are those people called? The citizens? They would think that he's Santa Claus. I've got her name. Oh, there was a recent image. I think I saw a thumbnail of it on YouTube. And it showed like a before and after of the child that played the little girl in that live action. Hey there, Josh. Yeah, it's gonna be another late one. It's another late night session. And here it is. Here's the We got a festive one this time. Hope you're ready. Alright, I'm not sure how I'm gonna position this arm though, but hopefully it works. I think if I bring this arm out, it would give him a more, I don't know. It would seem like he's a more exciting character. Oh, what if I have his arm up like this and then like that? Ooh, yeah, maybe I can do that. Instead of having it in, I can just have it out, like, make it a little more sassy. If I can make him more sassy, that'd be great. See, now I'm doing that pose. Now I'm doing that pose. The thinking pose. Okay. Okay, I might want to replan this. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see if I can probably draw over it. Let's just color this this part here. Yeah, we going green. You're gonna be seeing a lot of greens. Yeah, I should have thought of all the poses before I finalize. Oh yeah, we've been getting some snow the past couple of nights. Yeah, we started having snow, I want to say last 2 nights ago, I think? Yeah, 2 nights ago, or something like that. I must have mentioned it briefly the past couple of nights. Let's see, what color? Oh, and that's another thing. There's no like you can't have a color unless you have a color like plastered in the corner somewhere. Like that would be the best way to repick a past color. I kind of want to get the dark blues and stuff. Oh, wait, how come I didn't select that? Yeah, we've been getting some snow. So jolly, so holly jolly, yeah. I mean, 'tis the season. I feel like I only do these like festive drawings like once a year. Quite on theme. Oh, why is it still on green? I don't get it. Oh, because wait, let's see. Huh. Let's try. Wow, is it me or is this eyedropper not working? Look, it's not working. It's supposed to select this color here, but it's not selecting it. Like, I feel like I gotta manually move it around. Really? Q. Yeah, it's not selecting it. I think I found a bug. For some reason, the eyedropper is not working. Oh, also, it's been an hour. I think it's been an hour. We'll wait another half hour to see if the freezing issue has been fixed. Let me save that just in case. Oh my gosh. Getting the wrong colors here. Yeah, I've been getting some freezing issues with Scribble. That's why I haven't really been on it the past couple weeks. Or past week, I think. Alright, I'm just gonna recolor this here. We're just like refraining from booting it up. Okay, then we got the right, at least close to the right color. Definitely recolor it. Yeah, it's gonna be a long one. I guess for the rest of the body, I can just recolor it. Just get the green back. See, how come it doesn't let me select it for some reason? Yeah, this thing's bugged. It's not even working. No, eyedropper tool. Man, we're gonna need this though. There's one tool that I tend to use a lot. Oh well. Now I gotta. It's another step. It's like another layer of difficulty is to not be able to select colors. I mean, select the right colors. So I may just like use the preset colors instead, and then adjust from there. And then I would have to like remember to do that for each time I want to select the color. So this is like another layer of difficulty for this. Alright, ooh, this is like a nicer looking green. Let's go for a darker green. Mashing colors together. It's a good thing that most of Grinch, like his hair is, covers the entire body. There's not much details to him. He's just like a green grouch. He's just this hairy green grouch. Grommet. You gotta get that belly right. Got some chest hairs. It's great how they design him for the live action. Jim Carrey's live action version. Like the time when they were, still promoting that film and releasing onto DVD and stuff, like I think everyone knows that it was the right choice to choose Jim Carrey for that role. I mean, who else could play him, Like such a wild character, and he fits it so well, And by the time I got to see it, I was like, wow, yep, we got it down pretty well. But he's much more lively in the live action, and more goofy, as opposed to the animated one. Yeah, this is much more neon green. Man, have they ever created like a Grinch video game? So I feel like they could totally turn this guy into like a 3D platform game. That would be terrific. Kind of like how they did the Nightmare Before Christmas video game back on PS2, GameCube era. Like that was pretty terrific. You ever see the Grinch at Universal Studios? It's pretty good. Really? I have not been there. Oh, speaking of Universal Studios, man, that's Super Mario or Super Nintendo World ride though, or park, I mean. I'll have to check that out though. If there's a Grinch one at Universal Studio, I definitely want to check it out. I'm gonna have to look up some videos after this. Is the PlayStation Game Boy Grinch? Oh, okay, so it wasn't GameCube, it was a Game Boy, huh? I've only seen like video clips of the PlayStation game. Wait, so it's PS1? Was that it? I thought there was a PS2 one. Wasn't there also a PS2 one? Or maybe that's just... I don't know, it was some sort of entry. But if it's the only entry... PS1, okay. Huh. Man. Because I remember the graphics looking pretty decent. For whichever system it was on. Kind of makes me want to play it. I saw that, and I hear that the oh, what's that song called? This Is Halloween. Whatever the title of that song is, I heard that song plays out through the entire game, and whoever plays that game would have to prepare for prepare themselves to hear that song on repeat. So. Yeah, and I'm willing to take on that challenge. maybe one time, sometime in the future, like around October, I kind of want to try that out. If it's playable on PlayStation 3, I'll definitely play it on PlayStation 3 or something. I'll try to get it to work. Oh, you gotta get each of those strands of hair. Oh, Grinch. Yeah, there's a Grinch horror film, by the way. I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, there's a Grinch horror film. I think that's out now in theaters. I'm surprised like no one has talked about it yet. But yeah, there's an IGN trailer for it. I'm just gonna find a link for it. Let me see. Kind of also want to see it again. Josh is gonna be like, "What is this? What the heck is this?" There it is. I found it. It's called The Mean One. The Grinch horror parody. And it stars David Howard Thornton, who played Art the Clown from Terrifier, or specifically Terrifier 2. Yeah, that's the one he's in. So that same guy plays the Grinch in this one, the mean one. But there you go. Yeah, it looks very B-movie, low budget horror film. Seems like there's a lot of action though. I'm all for it. If only that would land on one of the streaming services, I'll definitely watch it. I think it's by the same. I don't know if it's from the same team that that made the Winnie the Pooh one. It could be a different team, but it has that sort of similar vibe, like that low budget slasher sort of style. I watched Christmas Bloody Christmas a few days ago, which was a pretty wild. Currently only on Shudder. That is because it's a Shudder, partly Shudder produced or funded, or something like that. I hear some things are going down in Shudder right now. Like the company is... It's something happening with the company. and some of the lead folks are leaving the company. So I haven't got into the details of it, but there's definitely some drama going down there. But yeah, they've got some good movies to watch there. Some good content. Be looking for all things horror. Hopefully AMC can do something about it, because that is an AMC company though. There are some other horror streaming services out there that just focuses on horror films, but Shudder was like one of the first ones, I think. To come out and just focus on all things horror. There's a lot of international films that they would license to put on the service. That is great. So I got to see films that I probably wouldn't have seen for a while. And I feel like not many people get to really talk about some of these films, was because, you know, they're not widely available, and it's only available on like Shudder. And some of the films, they do get to rotate around and swap to different services and stuff, and some just stay exclusive to that single platform. Roth, is this the scary game? Yeah. Yeah. It's a little too spooky for you, so be careful. That's why they came up with that too spooky for me hashtag. Or too spoopy. I like to bring it back to spooky with a K, because, you know, the true meaning of spooky. I think when you use the poopy, or I mean when you use the spoopy, I mean it is a cute way to say it, but it is also the poopy way to say it. It sort of makes fun of like all things spooky, which is why I tend to just keep it at you know, the regular spooky with a K. Alright, let's see if we can adjust the colors a bit. And I feel like I'm gonna be like adding all the fur to them. Oh, I wonder if I can. I don't know if I want to add a hat to him, like the holiday hat. And he doesn't wear any pants. He's got this hairy belly. Alright, let's get a little bit darker. Oh. Oh yeah, I saw that you delayed the Paper Mario thing. Which is quite a bummer. Oh, this is a totally different green. Let me see if I can save this green for... Yeah, I don't know about this green. think it's gotta be a little bit darker. What? Huh. It's an odd... Come on. What is up with the color wheel? Oh my gosh, this color wheel is so weird now. Alright. Huh. Alright. Let's just go dark, dark. Holy moly. Alright, this is a little too light. Alright, I'm gonna get some shadows in there. I don't want it to be like too dark though. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Kinda wanna get his other arm. Whoop. Also, let's save that. That's a very neon green. Alright, let me try this one here. It's gotta be a little bit more this color. Let's go a bit lighter. Okay, there we go. Fade it out a little bit. I gotta figure out if I were to get the time lapse of this drawing out there, I gotta figure out like what tune I want to add for the background. Maybe I'll probably do like a cover of the theme song, like the Mean One theme song or something. You're a mean one. Imagine that done in chiptune style. Like that'll be pretty fun. Man, why hasn't there been like a good Grinch? I mean, it doesn't have to be good. But why hasn't there been a Grinch video game? And maybe there has been. I just haven't seen that. Like that'd be awesome. That'd be something that I think folks would continue to play like year after year. Because what other like holidays, you know, like what other Christmas game, like video game, in the world of video games that would be, you know, mostly themed after the holiday? I think Knights would be one of the first ones to come into mind. Because Knights has like an event that happens, I think around Christmas time, and I think into the New Year's or something like that. There was one for the Wii. Knight's Journey into Dreams or something like that was the Wii version. Oh man, I gotta finish the rest of his hand. Yeah, Journey into Dreams. I love the trailer for that. It made it look so dreamy. Like the narrator for that did a really good job. It almost like watching like a movie trailer or something. I always enjoyed that. Journey into Dreams. It reminds me of the Pure Moods commercial from the 90s. Early 90s commercial for the CD compilation of new age music. It had like artists like Enigma. Who else? Anya. Enigma and Anya back in the early 90s. So it had Return to Innocence, and it had Sadness, which was the other Enigma song, and then it had Sail Away by Anya, and it had the X-Files theme song in a remix, like a dance version of it, by DJ Dado or something like that. That was a classic. And I think it had like I think it was the Twin Peaks theme song, which was composed by Angelo, who, oh my gosh. Wow, funny that I mentioned it, because the composer had passed away recently too, like a few days ago. Man, so far this year has been a tough year for Twin Peaks fans. Two of the actors and then the composer, Angelo. Yep. I love Twin Peaks. But yeah, the theme song was on that compilation, Pure Moods. And back in like 96, I think one of my art teachers in middle school had the CD compilation of it. It's like, wow, I'm surprised to see that she owns the CD. And it totally, it fits her character, because that's just, like, she would be the type to be into that. But that was a really cool CD though. Had some good tracks on there. There was also another song, I think it's called Sacred Spirit or something like that. Or I think the artist's name was called Sacred Spirit, which had a more ethnic, like Native American sounding sort of a sound in that track, which I really liked. I sometimes go back to listening to it. And some of the Enigma songs and yeah. Like that was something about those like melodies and the way it's like composed. Look, I mean, it sounded really inspiring, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm putting so much detail to his fur. I think as long as I make it messy, I think it just looks right when it's messy. Make it all sketchy looking. There you go. I think the more important part is his face. We got his body down. Now we just need his face. But I kind of want to get the lighting from like the left side, and then the shadow would be on like, I don't know, the right side a bit. I'll add more later though. Let's just lightly go around a bit. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So you can get his face. Oh yeah, just in case I didn't save it, I gotta save it again. Oh, imagine if I went for like a more like Japanese style, like a manga, yeah. Like a more Eastern looking Grinch. I think that'll be hilarious. Really? That just gave me an idea. The mind of the Grinch. He's kind of like what's that movie? Megamind, I think. Yeah, Megamind. That was a pretty cool movie. It's nice, a different turn of events. That was quite different from other like superhero movies and stuff. I think it sort of gave way for other studios to maybe come up with like a villain turned hero sort of a story, or vice versa. I don't know if I want to get this guy to wear the holiday hat or not, but I don't know, we'll see. I could have the dog. Oh, I remember the dog. Maybe I can have the dog right here in the corner, and it would have the antler with the branch. It's funny seeing the live action film and then you see the dog. He's just hanging out with the dog. His only friend. The Grinch's only friend. Oh man, this is a really green. I just thought of something. What if... See, I was initially going to draw the Green Ranger. Because I was thinking of something green to do. And I could have done the Power Rangers. The Green Ranger and or the Grinch. Like after the Green Ranger. So what if I combine the two and maybe have the Grinch wearing the Green Ranger's helmet? That would be hilarious. He'll have the dragon power and control of this Dragon Zord. That'll be awesome. He'll join forces with like Jack Frost and stuff. Kris Kringle. And they'll have like a team of these, I don't know, superheroes or something. So you get the Grinch representing green. Jack Frost would be like the blue. I guess he can go White Ranger or something, I don't know. Unless like like Frosty Snowman would be the White Ranger. Yeah. Oh man, that would be pretty neat. I don't know if anyone else has done that sort of a like piece of fan art or whatever, but that would be a pretty neat idea. Turning him to the Power Rangers. All right, so I think this will be the shape of his head. This is looking more like the original animation rather than the live action, but I think I kind of want to have a mix of the animation and the live action. Not so much the recent animation, but the original animation. The iconic one. But what I can do to make it sync up with the live action is to give him those bushy eyebrows. I think that would set it apart. So it'd be like an upgraded or updated version of the old animation. We'll see. Man, I just thought of something now. I feel like I could have, what I could have done is, oh man. See, now that I thought of it, it's like, wow. See, I feel like I could have made it a little bit more, maybe not straight on looking, you know, straight on looking at the character, but like at an angle. I feel like I should make him a little more dynamic, where he's like a little bit closer to the camera. Like his head would be like up this close, and then his hand would be like that. And then his shoulder and arm would be like that way. I think that would be a lot more dynamic. I feel like I could have done that, but I probably would have had to start over if I were to go that route. But yeah, I think that would have been a good one too, because you get both the up close of the face and you get the pose. Yeah. Like I said, man, it's all in the pose, the character pose, and the framing. I don't know. Maybe someday. Maybe if I do a redraw, I'll probably have to come back to it. Alright, let me see. Let's go. Make sure I fill these colors in. Okay, let's go a little bit lighter. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Yes, his eyebrows are very bushy and evil looking. Oh, he's also got some long eyelashes, so this will be interesting. Man, he's got some really bushy eyebrows, man. He's got some really interesting facial features, though. Let's go a little bit darker. Just get the nose in. Like the original animation is like, he doesn't really show the nose all that much. It's like he's got a very tiny nose. Let's see if we can place that. Somewhere over here, I think. Gotta make it stand out a little. Come on, we need to get that. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Is the restream trying to reconnect to the chat again? Hey, what is up with the restream, man? Yesterday it wasn't working at all. Now today it's like it continues to disconnect from the chat for some reason. Maybe I'll just open the YouTube. Hold on, let's see. I don't know what it is with restream lately. It's just been a little undependable. Oh. There we go. Man, this makes me wanna... I mean, there's a lot of other characters that I kinda wanna do. They're not necessarily all good characters. They're just like evil characters. Or somewhat evil. And some would save the day by accidentally... Like, they would accidentally save the day. Or help the heroes on accident. It's kind of like Team Rocket in a way. Team Rocket would fall into that category. Oh, he's got like a really sharp... Oh my gosh. Now this is coming out looking like the recent CG one, I think. The shape of this face. Must add more wrinkles, I think that's what we need. More wrinkles, please. Gotta get the curves in the right places. Looks like he's got like 1, 2, 3. He has like two and a half, I think. 2.5 creases around his cheek. I definitely have to make these stand out a little. Then I can probably get the hairs to like pop out and start hanging off the cheek, I think. That'll be interesting. Alright, now I gotta figure out how high this screen goes. It's the original goes from cheek to cheek, like Joker style. Like Joker cheek to cheek, but maybe we can, I don't know. I remember they insert the footage of the scheming smile in Home Alone. Lost in New York, I think? Yeah. The second Home Alone film. Tim Curry was in that spot. Looking just like the Grinch. Oh, imagine that. Imagine if Tim Curry played the Grinch. Live action. That would be so on point. And so meta, I think. It'll be a nice crossover, I think. Like, if they ever to do a crossover, I think those two films, those two properties would be one to look out for. Yep. Alright. Let's see if we can get some Grinch tunes in here. Find a little YouTube vid. Oh man. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh my gosh, I remember last year, one of my cousins, I was over at my cousin's house. We were celebrating Christmas, and one of my cousins had the whole Grinch costume. He put it on, and one of the kids were just crying. One of the kids were just crying because it's just too scary. Oh, I can't forget that. Oh, you think the Grinch is scary? Oh man. That's why they made a horror film based on the Grinch. Oh, he does look scary though. Like if you can imagine yourself like as a kid and stuff, seeing that he's a mean bad guy, stealing presents, but then he also gives it back. I think that's the second part that maybe some people forget about. And that's a very important part. But yeah, that was such a funny moment. Let's get some more creases in there. Ba 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 ba. Just got a little crease right here at above the lip. Oh yes, come along. I wonder if we should go for black eyebrows, but I definitely want to get some shine on it. Ooh, let's see how his eyes are going to be shaped. Oh, he's got some long eyelashes too. Oh boy. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. Ba-da-bum-bum-ba-bum. Hmm. Very jazzy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Huh. Very nice. I think I want to do like a more simpler version though. Keep it to simple, like just the main melody, I think. If I were to do a time-lapse version of it. And just create my own version of it, of the tune. Or maybe I could just do like a chiptune version. I haven't like done a new chiptune for a while. Save this. Okay, so apparently he has red eyes. Yellow, for the most part, and then red. I'm guessing his like pupils or irises are red. Let's see. Yellow eyes, like the that kid in Christmas Story. Whoop. Slightly going there. Oh man, it's definitely coming. Yep, just need that red. Man, yeah, I feel like I could have gone with that pose, but I think it's alright. I think having it posed like this would match well with the the Santa and the Krampus one. Like, I think as like a set would match well. Let me see if... Yeah, let's keep the eyes yellow for her. Like that for now. Then we'll probably get back to it later once we're ready to complete the image. Let's add the pupils. And then we'll be good. Looking at the images from the live action, apparently he has like green iris. Possibly because it matches the costume more. Yeah, he has green eyes instead of red. All right. Let me see if you can get the some more of the eyebrow. Actually, I could probably do... Let's be more deeper green. Deeper looking green instead of yeah, let's go through here. It has to be a lot more bushy. Yeah, I think the top part here goes like a little more curvy. Definitely have to get that in. Yeah, very curvy. Top corner of the eyebrows, it starts to like curve in all together. It seems like they weave together into that top corner and then it curls in. Very evil looking eyebrows. I don't know what it is with the color green. I feel like a lot of iconic characters seems to associate with like the color green. And like they associate the color green with evil for some reason. Not sure why. I guess in certain beliefs, that's just how it is. Like the Power Rangers, like the Green Ranger started out as like an evil character by Rita Repulsa, because she's got the green candle. Let me see if it. Let's swap back to the Grinch tune. But yeah. And then you get the leprechaun, which, you know, when it comes to the horror films, the leprechaun was, you know, it's the one that kills. And he's gone to space too in Leprechaun 4. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like his face should be a little lighter in some parts. We also got to get his hairs in on the sides here. It's definitely more hairy. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Tuba. Yeah, let's get these hairs out. Boom, 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 boom. His head should be a little bit more bigger, I think. It almost looks like an alien. Dr. Seuss design. Yeah, Dr. Seuss has got some really neat character designs. I always think like Cat in the Hat. And it was just amazing to see like the animated version on TV, converting and adapting the book into like an animated show is always exciting to see how it's done and see how it turns out. But yeah, there was that animated show that would air on PBS or something. A little later than my time. But man, I would have loved to watch that back in the 90s or something. If they had done it sooner. I think it wasn't until like 2000s when they started adapting Dr. Seuss stuff into movies and shows. It's also the Green Eggs and Ham Netflix series. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, he's also got. Wait. It almost looked like whiskers, but it's not whiskers. It's like dots on his top lip part. Very dog-like, I think. Or I don't know. I don't know what kind of animal that is. But it has that. I think most dogs do. Dogs, Yeah, kind of like dog lips in a way. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, ba, ba. Bum, ba, bum, ba. Oh man, see, adding these highlights already gives it a lot of dimension. It kind of also looks nicer when it's like a dark green. I don't know. Because then once you add the highlights, it just makes it look more like pops. It pops out a little more. Bum ba da bum ba. Oh, gotta get the bottom lip too. It's almost like a Ninja Turtles. A Ninja Turtles mouth. But then having this part here would be the beak. Like some animators would draw the line for the beak. The Ninja Turtles beak. And some don't. I think I prefer it without the line there for the Ninja Turtle. That's how I drew it, drew my own version of it. But I feel like the drawing that I did was more of like a general look at how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles look. Across like, the early animations into the 2000s, I think that era. Where, you know, that's when they were most prominent. Miss the Grinch. Ba, 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 ba. Bum ba ba bum ba bum ba 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 ba. Oh yeah. Let's see what else we got here. I guess I'll play from some other tunes here. Spirited Away. It's another piano tune that I did. Oh, let's not forget to save. Alright. What time were we at? We had 2. Alright. Whoop, let me see if we can get another tab here. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so whatever we can do within the next, I want to say half hour or so. Maybe another hour. I feel like we might... I don't know, we might be able to finish this. And whatever's left, I can probably save it for like a part 2 sometime later in the week or something. Oh man. I'm really digging how this is turning out. Especially his face. I think his face is probably the most important part. Man, I feel like this hair... I don't know about this hair. I feel like it could be a little bit more messy. Let's see, curve it up. Make it more bushy and flurry. It's got like a little mini mohawk. Oh man, doing each of these strands is like, I don't know. It's like cracking open like sesame seeds, or not sesame seeds, like sunflower seeds or something. Imagine that, sesame seeds. Sunflower seeds. There you go, his hair's a little bit longer now. Kind of reminds me of one of the Mogwais in the Gremlins. That would be another like, nice option to do. Like, I was thinking to either do the Grinch, maybe something Gremlins related. Or, I think another option would have been Snowman. But I can probably save Snowman for either later in December or maybe next year. Yeah. Unless something else comes up next year. But yeah, I think this year it's gonna be Grinch. Oh, you know, how about in January? We could probably do a Snowman in January. I don't know, we'll see. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, his fingers need to be a lot longer, I think. Especially this finger here. Index finger. According to how they did the live action. Bum, bum. Oh, how many fingers does he have? That part I didn't get to look. You know, Toons back in the day, like they make the characters have 4 fingers. I feel like I should do some research and see. Grinch. How many fingers does the Grinch have? I think he might just have 5 like us. Apparently the current cartoon, or the current animated version, the CG has got 5. The live action has 5. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Looks like he's got 4. Yeah. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yep, that is the major difference between the original and the current versions, the modern version. Wow, yeah, he does have 4 fingers. 4 fingers each hand. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Could maybe add an extra finger for him. Or maybe just make it look, I don't know. Like it blends in or something. Yeah, I'll give him 5 fingers. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, this is a much nicer green. So you can get some more parts colored here with this green. Yeah, this is the it's how the green should have looked, like as a base color. But instead I went for like a lighter color. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Holy moly. Oh. Yeah, let's get all these greens in. Especially his belly. Different shades of greens. I think for, especially around this part here. Let's get a little lighter. Gotta make the belly look round. Probably have to go over it again with some shinier looking fur. Just get some of this arm. Solidify it with some more greens. Wum, bum, wum, wum. See, this hand is lucky. It's not showing all the fingers. It's just hanging out back here behind the belly. Whereas this one is like, you can see the shape of the hand a bit. Exactly what he's doing. He's like, and that's how he would sound. He'd be like, just like the Shamelane in the Dark Crystal, Shamelane Skeksis. He would walk around and go, in every scene that he's in. Huh. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Man. Let's see. Oh. See, now this, if I add more like highlighted fur, it'll come out looking a little bit more frosty. Try and find the right color here. I think like a minty green is the ideal color for the highlight, I think. Oh, nope. Wow, that's a very solid color. Let's try this one. Bum, 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 bum. I feel like this one is like a little bit more. It's too like toony green, if you know what I mean. It's like toony green, like an unnatural. I don't know how to describe this green. I feel like it needs a little more yellow to it. Yeah, I think the added yellowish gives it more organic look to it. Now, it may appear different on certain monitors, depending on the color palette choice for that monitor. Every computer monitor is different. Unless you get like a more modern one where it's up to date. But like some of the old monitors, you gotta get the right like color palette choice. And there's a preset for it. You can enable. You have to go into the display options to do that. I think Adobe has their own color preset for display. You could choose that as well. Which is pretty neat. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that that is a thing that you could do. I think you've always been able to do that. I think back in Windows XP era, I was able to do that. There you go. I think this is the right color green. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's see, get some more down here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh man, it's totally a different green than his face right now. I feel like I might have to go over the face again and maybe do a recolor. I think this is the right kind of green. Just gotta make sure the rest of the body matches along with it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think this was previously his old shoulder. Because I had the arm initially pointing this way. But now that I have it over, like on his side, it looks a little bit more sassy looking. Which I dig. It fits his character, I think. Oh, I think this part needs to be a bit more shadowy. Apparently he's got like some sort of mane around his neck or something. Like his shoulder and neck. So I think this part needs to be a bit more shadowy. Just because the arm is in the way. So I'll probably do that. This part needs to be a bit more shadowy as well. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You're a hairy one, Mr. Grinch. Did you know that you are green? I wonder if there's any parody songs. There's gotta be. There's gotta be some parody songs based on the Grinch. It's like how they have like Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, and stuff like that. I feel like the Grinch song is popular enough, it's well known enough for there to be a parody or some sort. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe I can make his shoulders a bit more bushy. taking another look where he's not wearing the Christmas outfit, like the Santa outfit, he would have more hair alongside his neck, and then it will come down this way across his chest. So maybe that's it. I would probably have to draw that. Yeah, they kind of look like long hair, like how someone would have long hair and stuff. That's what it is. Okay. Alright. It might look a little bit more brown too, so maybe I should do that. Once I get all this, all the green parts down. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. He is so green. Yeah, I think the hair comes down this way, and then it would cover the chest, I think. So it's almost like a mane, in a way. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Oh, this is actually a lighter color than the part on his face. Yeah, let's get this color in for the face. Very important. Yeah, I think his smile is supposed to like be a little more curvaceous. It's not like a. It doesn't go straight up. There's like a little waviness to it. So definitely adding that. Like how I have it on one side, but the other side is not so visible. That's okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Oh boy. Man. I can't believe I'm drawing this guy. Huh. Man, imagine if I just went for the close-up crop of just his face and the hand only. I think that most of the drawing would be focused on the face, and it still is, but now I've got the rest of the body to also do. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of this green here. This is a mighty fine color, though. Sometimes it takes a while to find the right color for the character. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I feel like I gotta get rid of this part here. Make it a little bit more smoother. Boom, 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 boom. There we go, get some more random strands of fur, hair. And they're not always straight, it's like some are just like crooked. It's like he just woke up or something, yeah. Bow, bow, bow. Back to this hand. Let's make sure it connects. I feel like this part needs to be a little bit more hairy as well. There we go. Just add these random lines, stripes. Yeah, that's the reason for these shadows. Some of the fur and hairs would go over the shadows and it would stand out. It would give the figure some texture. I think that's what's important about this character specifically, because this guy is covered in fur entirely. Dun, dun. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we should probably also give him some armpit hair. Alright, so I think his eyebrows need to be this color. Or at least some of it, so I'll put some on there. And also the sideburns and stuff. Cheeks. Maybe want to add some more highlights to the eyebrows. It almost looks like he's got like fire. His eyebrows just turn into fire. The green flames. I need to get the black back so I can get the eyelashes. Yep, here we go. Let's get these hairs in. Oh, a very bushy one. You're the mean one. Oh man, what is up with the Trovo bot? Huh. I don't know what is up with the Trovo bot. I think it used to just be called Trovo, but now it's like Trovo bot. Okay. Trovo is always updating. Always got something new. Alright, I'm not sure if I should have his legs. I think his legs should be somewhat like right here, I think. Yeah. So you can get some more here. Let's get some more fur. Alright, let's get these fingers a little bit more visible. Okay. Let's get a little bit more darker. Yeah, I think the mane should be like around this sort of color. Let's double check. Yeah, it's gotta be like somewhere around this color. It's just like a darker green though. I guess part of it, towards the end of the strands, they would like curl. It would start to curl a bit. Let's get this a little bit more solid. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I don't know if it should cover his shoulders. I think it's just like longer hair that would just be the same color as the rest of his body. It's just a bit longer than like longer strands of hair. See, I would have to see if I can make it a little bit more luscious looking. Lush looking, I mean. Let's get those hairs in there. Make sure they curl at the end, yeah. Something like this, I think. Yeah, they should start to curl at the bottom here. There we go, something like that, I think. It kind of almost look like a beard, but it's more like a chest beard. Let's see if we can get some more details in there. Live arena mode on. There's a lot of features over on Trovo. I just don't understand all of them. Speaking of Trovo, Trovo is very green too. Maybe that's why there's some activity in the chat right now. That would explain it. Kick apparently is also green when it looks at that logo. And I saw a headline in an article. I didn't get to read the article, but the headline mentioned something about Kick might be facing some issues later and could potentially shut down. And I haven't even left beta yet. Alright, let's get some more darker colors in there. Oh. I think now it's just adding the shading to the chest hair. And down here should have a bit of shadows. You know, this part here should just all blend in. Let's get some more up here. Some of the strands in. It starts getting a little bit curly here. I think once I start adding the shine for it, then it'll start to have more of a popness, like a 3D-ish look to it. Oh, Highlander. Ba 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 bum. Down here needs to be a little more darker. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. So a little lighter. Bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. Just have this tune play for a little bit. Maybe that should have been the shading color. Put some on this side. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I wonder if he has like a belly button or something. I don't recall that he did or not. Like this part here should be all dark. Wow, wow, wow. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh man, that's a lot of greens. Chest hairs. Let's see, you guys has some shine on that hair. Not sure what color to go with though. Not sure about this color. Not sure if we should like have any shine at all. Man, if only the eyedropper worked, but nope, doesn't. So you can find the this color again. Doo-doo. Gotta go really light on there on that part. Alright, let's see if we can add some strands, some lighter strands. Tiny ones. Along the belly. This definitely needs some texture. Oh, I heard about this. It's a bit strange, Mr. Grinch. What if I make the top part more highlighted than the bottom part? Yeah, I think that could work. There you go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, I think the lighter fur helps a little bit. Just gotta know where to place them. Gotta get them at the right spot, the right areas. Somewhere here. Along the end. Would make sense. Especially when there's like a round part. You want to get it at the part where it would poke out or bulge out a little more. Like say his belly, I think. Like most of the lighter areas would be at the top here, where I think the light would hit. Ba, 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 ba. Wow, wow, wow. Well, that just reminded me that there was a Blu-ray release of that live-action film, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, where I think they did a re-release where they had a piece of fur, like Grinch fur, on the actual packaging of the Blu-ray, and I think it came out a few years ago, I want to say. Just before, I think it was probably the same year that the CGI one came out. So there were two releases to get, which was the remake, the live action remake, and then the new one, the CG one. And I saw that, it looked, I think I picked it up in person, and it was just nice to feel the fur on the packaging. Other than that, it was just a repackaged re-release of you know, whatever Blu-rays they had left over, and just repackaged it with a new slipcover, which is pretty neat. They always tend to find like new ways to repackage the movies, whether it's a brand new slipcover, or whatever, or maybe even a steelbook version. Alright, let's get some over on this side here. Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba. Oh man. Let's see how far are we at. 3 hours? Man, this is pretty wild, man. Who knew I'll be watching, or not watching, but drawing the Grinch. Oh man. Alright. So we're about 3 hours, 15 minutes. I think I might want to continue this another day. I could do like a small short session later on to finish this up, but that would give me time to maybe think of what I want to do. But I think for the most part, we've got most of the drawing down. I may or may not add a second character, which would be the dog. I don't know. I could have him like peek out from the bottom here, with his eyes and nose. It would be pretty cute. Or maybe like pointing up at the Grinch as he thinks. So it's like, it's like, Mr. Grinch, what are you thinking? What are you scheming? Have his ears hang down. And then, yeah. I don't know if I want to add the branch, though. Because I don't think it would be that moment where he would add it yet, or tie it to the dog yet. But I may want to maybe rewatch the original animation and see how it went. Alright, so I don't know. I think with that, I think it's safe to it's a safe time to call it, I think. Since everyone is now heading to bed. And I should too. Wow, we got a lot done. Definitely. It's a shame that I had to hop on a little later though. Into the night. And it was right exactly as midnight when I went live, so it may have been counted as the 15th of December instead of the 14th. But yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna call it here. Thanks all for hanging out. Oh, speaking of hanging out, oh, I had the hangman bot that I forgot to enable. I'll probably try to do it next time. Anyways, I'm gonna take off for now. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night and or day, and I shall see you in the next one. Later.
See you next time!